I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
My ID is not here, but I'm a Pinellas County deputy. This car is not mine.
Do you have anything with your name on it? Whose car is this?
My father's.
Hey!
So sorry.
You're fine.
I put the wrong one. She said because I'm driving too fast, but I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
You don't have to step out right now.
I could get out, I could get in. I mean, you could come in.
No.
Brought them over to their house, and then I was going back to my house.
Gotcha.
Because I am just living my life. Espanol, but
So you're Spanish?
yeah.
During a late-night interaction with law enforcement, Stephanie, a deputy in Pinellas County, found herself in a difficult predicament. The event took place when she was operating the vehicle that belonged to her father, which was not out of the ordinary for her. When she was pulled over for speeding, however, her journey took a detour that she had not anticipated.
You know, do you have your ID on you? Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm a deputy, but
That's why I'm asking. Do you have any weapons on you? Or
I live right there.
Okay.
I would normally, but
Do you have some kind of ID or anything on you?
my ID is not here. But I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay. Do you have some kind of ID on you?
The law enforcement officer who pulled Stephanie over had reasonable grounds for suspecting that she was under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Among other things, he noted that she had bloodshot and watery eyes, slurred speech, and a potent smell of alcohol on her breath. Stephanie, on the other hand, blamed her appearance on the fact that she wore contact lenses and denied that she had consumed any alcohol. Stephanie objected when an attempt was made to administer a field sobriety test. She questioned the necessity of having such tests in the first place.
Stay 10-12 with her. I gotta call us phone. Actually, my camera's speaking to supervisor. Hi!
So sorry.
You're fine.
I put the wrong one.
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Yeah. What's going on tonight?
I have no idea. I'm trying to get home.
Oh, okay. Do you know why she pulled you over?
She said because I'm driving too fast.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a Pinellas County deputy, and I'm just trying to get to my house, which is right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been with ESO?
5 years.
Gotcha.
Is that a problem?
No, absolutely not.
Just trying to...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whatever she wanted to do.
The police were adamant about inspecting her eyes to discover whether or not she was drunk, but Stephanie put up a fight against it. She said that the officer's spotlight was too bright and that the test was biased against her. Stephanie persisted in stating her views, making it clear that she had no intention of complying with the officer's wishes. Throughout their interaction, Stephanie made a point to bring up the fact that she is a deputy with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. She may have hoped that this would have had some bearing on the course of the events.
I picked up someone, brought them over to their house, and then I was going back to my house.
Gotcha.
Because I am just living my life.
I gotcha.
And they actually live with Pinellas. And so I was like, oh, I'll bring you home.
Gotcha.
Boom, 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 boom. Easy.
Gotcha.
Espanol, but
Where from?
wait.
So you're Spanish?
Yeah,
From where?
you say where?
Mm-hmm.
Honey, you know you speak Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, pero way. Pero way.
Ah, okay. I'm Dominican.
Dominican?
Mhm.
Oh, no. 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 No.
What's wrong with that?
Italiano, okay? And I only speak some Spanish,
Gotcha.
okay?
In spite of this, the officer kept a professional approach and proceeded with the investigation. While the officer was trying, Stephanie told the officer that early's locations and activities that evening. Stephanie told the officer that earlier that evening she had been downtown purchasing light fixtures and lights for an apartment complex. Stephanie's movements were being investigated by the officer at the time. She suggested going to see her sister, who resided in the area.
I want to give you every opportunity for you to show me that you're okay to drive. And I really hope that that's the results we get, okay? But at this point, I can't just look the other way.
That's where you're at right now?
Can I check your eyes real quick?
This is how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have a choice. It's
Yes,
the same
you do.
for anybody else.
No, yes, you do.
I can't treat anybody any differently.
Yes, you would.
No.
I wasn't in other people's lanes.
Okay. I'm not going to argue about that. There's dash cam video and all of that, okay? We're past that point right now. The point is you were stopped. You're showing signs of impairment.
No, I'm not showing.
Okay. All right. I want to give you every opportunity to show
You know
that
what?
that's not the case.
I want to ask.
Uh-huh.
What signs of impairment was...
An officer persisted in questioning Stephanie about the activity she was involved in and the amount of alcohol she consumed, but Stephanie maintained that she had done nothing wrong. As Stephanie's explanations became more evasive, the officer's tolerance began to run thin and she began to lose his trust.
Follow it as far as you can go.
It's too far away.
Your eyes are drifting. You're not focusing on the pen. I just need you to focus on the pen, okay?
Your light is in my face. Too far up. Too far up. I can't see
You gotta look
it.
all the way up as far as your eye. You gotta go. Your eyes should go on as far up as they can go.
Can't see any further than that.
Hang out here on the. Alrighty. Are you able to spell your first and last name for me?
SHELBY CONIPLL.
Despite Stephanie's insistence that she was not intoxicated, the officer opted to proceed with a field sobriety test, which included walking heel to toe in a straight line and completing a one-legged stand. Stephanie's insistence that she was not impaired did not deter the officer. Stephanie's poor performance on these examinations was attributed to a bug as well as her choice to wear high heels.
I'm saying there's not a left side, right side, depending on the schedule. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's like A and B.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm on B.
Gotcha. So this is your light week?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Uh,
For this, if it makes it easier, you can take your shoes off.
I feel like the road would probably be better for this. Is she new?
Been here longer than I have.
Then why is she doing this?
The officer's suspicions continued, and as a result, they made the decision to inform Stephanie of her rights under the Miranda warnings.
Need help? Careful. Alright. Maybe you come up, step up to this line. You ready? Alright, what I'm going to do is put your left foot on the line. Other line. And then you can put your right foot front like this, standing heel to toe. Arms down at your sides. Yep. So stay in that position. Don't move till I tell you to begin. Now, when I tell you to begin, you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps down the line, okay? It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, and so forth. End of the 9th step, you're going to keep your front foot planted. You're going to step off of your back foot. You're going to turn around by making a series of small steps. And look like this. Then you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps back down the line. 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Several things I want you to keep in mind during this test. When you look down at your feet, keep your arms down at your sides, count your steps out loud. Once you've started this test, I don't want you to stop until you finish. Do you have any questions?
So you want me to do 9 heel toe steps down the line.
Yep.
And then on the 9th, you want me to do small steps, counting out, and then 9 heel steps.
Yep. Turn around as I demonstrated. Keep your front foot planted. You're going to step off of your back foot. And you're just going to turn around like this. You don't need to count your steps when you're turning around. You count your steps down, your 9 steps down, and your 9 steps back. Okay?
No.
Okay. You may begin.
1, 2, 3.
Stephanie gave the officer her permission to question her, but she only disclosed a few details about her plans for the evening, such as the fact that she had been downtown earlier and that she intended to go back home.
Pick up further.
Okay, that's fine. I'll let you know when to begin, okay?
Okay, whenever you want.
Alright.
A soda can, right?
Yep. You may begin.
1001, 1002,
Down to your feet.
1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012,
Hands over your sides.
1000.
Keep down your hands next to you.
Oh, now I forgot.
And now you may stop.
Oh.
That'll conclude our field sobriety test.
Sorry, I miscounted what you said.
Got a bug in my nose.
Huh?
The bug just flew
The
in my
bugs. You have to get in the. If you're in the grass, you're gonna get the bugs.
Alright. I want to ask you some questions about, tonight. I have to read you your rights first, okay? This is a specific question.
After reading Stephanie's rights, the officer proceeded to investigate the incident further and attempted to get in touch with Stephanie's sister so that she could help mediate the conflict.
Light pieces for your apartment.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Do you remember what it's called?
I don't remember, but you can buy a couple pieces.
Where else did you go? Do you remember a couple pieces of what? You're saying that...
Like pictures
Okay.
for apartment complexes.
Okay.
But it's
like lamps?
Yeah, lamps. Lamps. There were a lot of dogs there.
Remember where else you went?
No, we were just trying to piece furniture together.
What time is it right now without looking, if you had to guess?
12 o'clock.
How much do you have to drink while you were down there?
I didn't have anything.
On the other hand, it was still unclear if Stephanie would be held accountable in any way or face any consequences as a result of the event.
Sure.
What? Like just your stuff? Do you have anything else you want?
My wallet.
Where is that?
It should be in the passenger seat.
Just that? Just your wallet and your phone? No, I know. I was gonna.
Sure.
What? Like just your stuff?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want?
My wallet.
Where is that?
It should be in the passenger seat.
Just that? Just your wallet and your phone?
The interaction that took place between Stephanie and the officer highlighted the difficulties that law enforcement officials face when trying to ascertain whether or not a person is sober and maintain the law.
Is that the only number for your sister?
Why?
She's not picking up.
Well, she's asleep.
Okay. If I can't get a hold of it, I'm gonna keep trying.
Is there a call over her phone? Sometimes
If,
you're more likely to answer.
if she doesn't pick up, we're gonna have to tell it. Okay. I'm gonna keep trying though, but. Alright.
It is what it
Do
is.
you want us to try off of your phone? Is she more likely to answer if she sees something from you?
Oh, yeah.
Can you...
I tried.
Huh?
What is it again?
Fuck.
Alright, do you want anything other than your wallet and your phone out of your car?
The fact that Stephanie insisted over and over again that she was not impaired, in addition to the fact that she was a deputy, made the matter more complicated. The conclusion of the incident was still unknown, and the way in which Stephanie behaved in the future and worked with the authorities would be a significant factor in determining the outcome.
Good morning, I'm Officer Parker with the Guyton Police Department. Any reason you ran that stop sign right there?
What stop sign?
The one right there at Parker's.
One that I sat there for like 5 minutes waiting for traffic to go through?
Get your driver's license.
I do.
Right. Mind getting it?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, shoot. I need a debit card, huh?
I don't want that. Just give me a second, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, here you go, Mr. Harwell. Please be more careful at the stop signs, okay?
I got you. Hey, man. You know I got a dash cam, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's a stop sign right there. And you have a dash cam. I'm going to show you running the stop sign.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
In this incident, a driver named Andy Harville is pulled over by a police officer named Marcus Parker. The officer falsely accuses Harville of not fully stopping at a stop sign. Harville informs the officer that the entire incident is being recorded on his dash cam. Despite being informed about the recording, the officer continues to make false accusations and insists that Harville did not come to a complete stop. However, the dash cam footage later proves the officer wrong. It clearly shows that Harville did stop for about a minute at the stop sign and was driving safely. It is revealed that Officer Marcus Parker has a history of misconduct. He had previously been put on administrative leave from a different police department for driving under the influence. He had driven home in his patrol car after consuming multiple drinks at a local restaurant while off duty. Parker had been dishonest with his supervisors about the incident before eventually resigning and joining the Guyton Police Department. The Guyton Police Department itself has concerning issues. They lack important policies regarding the use of body and dash cams, as well as protocols for the use of force, excessive force arrests, and interactions with the public. The absence of these policies undermines citizen protection and fails to provide clear guidelines for police officers. Given these circumstances, there is a call for accountability and reform within the Guyton Police Department. The officer involved, Marcus Parker, should face consequences for his misconduct. Additionally, the department needs to implement necessary reforms for better serving and protecting the citizens under their jurisdiction. Now let's move to another video.
He's being detained right now for QX. No, I'm talking to her next. I know. I know.
Gonna be checking for an aggressive white female, unknown weapons, wearing a white shirt, blue jeans, making threats to harm himself.
Samuel Scott Jr.'s incident began when his car, a 2006 black Jeep Compass, was stolen from outside his aunt's house in Buena Vista in Miami.
Esa misma es. ¿Pero qué? ¿Qué estás esperando? ¿Tú eres un sargento? Ok, yo tengo a mi sargento. Alright? Okay?
After the theft, Scott immediately called the Miami Police Department to report the incident and seek assistance in recovering a stolen vehicle. However, instead of receiving help, Scott found himself wrongfully detained and arrested by the same officers he had called. Despite being a victim of a crime, the police officers believe Scott was the perpetrator based on a description that matched his appearance. Scott, who is a black man, was wearing a dark-colored shirt over a white undershirt at the time. In a body camera footage obtained by the media, Scott can be seen telling the officers that the description of the person who took off in his car was similar to his own, but he insisted that they had the wrong person.
I went over there to see the kids and everything. My kids are,
Where are your kids?
I was with them.
Where are
They
they?
were over there, what's the name? They were over at my cousin's house. So,
When?
huh?
When?
What? I've been over there since,
11 to
what? I want to say it
11
was
to
5:30, 6 o'clock. I actually walked back over here.
You have two IDs?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, one is an ID and one is a driver's license.
Okay.
All right.
Scott questioned why he would call the police if he had stolen his own car, and expressed his concern for his children who were left unattended while he's being questioned.
You know what's up, okay?
All right, but Okay.
You mind if I sit in the car?
I really don't know
Bigger space.
what I did.
I really don't care, but. Alright, listen. I'm gonna reach your rights real quick. Alright?
I'm telling you guys got the wrong guy. I can confirm where I was, and I can even confirm my activities. I recently logged off of the VPN at my job.
Okay. At what time?
Roughly before I came over here, before I called you guys. But I'm telling you, you guys got the wrong guy.
Okay. The description of the guy that took off from your car is just like yours.
The officers proceeded to charge Scott with several offenses, including leaving the scene of an accident, false reporting of a crime, failure to carry a concealed weapon license, and possession of marijuana. However, these charges were later dropped by the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office in November 2021, indicating that there was insufficient evidence to pursue the case against Scott.
To the time, I really just jumped out of the car to go see. That's it. If you want, like I said, we can go. Like, I had my kids and stuff like that, dropped them off, came over to say hi. And I don't know what happened. I mean, like I said, I know the people that stay across there, over here, all over the place. I don't know what happened. My car somebody jumped in, drove off. And I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, I didn't do it. I mean, literally, I mean, why would I call the police? I mean, I called because my car is stolen. I mean, how me and my kids are going to get home? My pillow, my work ID, my work stuff, all of that stuff is in there. Why would I? That's why I'm like, why am I in handcuffs? If I'm calling them and I'm...
Alright, just give me a second. You never been arrested before?
No.
Sure about that?
Yeah. Never been arrested. Ex-military.
As a result of this wrongful arrest and detention, Samuel Scott Jr. is now suing the Miami PD and 5 specific officers involved in the incident. His lawsuit alleges unlawful search, false imprisonment, and unwarranted prosecution. Scott's attorney is seeking $500,000 in damages for the physical, emotional, and reputational harm caused by the incident. Let's now move to another video.
You ready? For what?
Wait, he didn't do anything! That's why you touching my son! It's in the car! My son is in the car! I don't want you to go to him! My son is in the car! No! Yeah, that was me! No one's gonna be hurt, just get out of the car!
In this incident, the London Metropolitan Police pulled over 2 world-class athletes, and they have been accused of racial profiling. One of the athletes is Bianca Williams, a member of Great Britain's sprint team. According to Williams, the police officers approached their car aggressively and seemed ready to break the car window within seconds of their encounter. Ricardo dos Santos, who is Williams' partner and a record holder in the 400-meter event, denies the allegations of cannabis possession made by the police. He expresses feeling hurt and fearful as a result of the incident.
Guardate con la pistola che lo punta.
Sì, basta che non appuntati qua, non ci voglio
Lo sto puntando, lo so. Cosa sei? Lì che sei? Fatti papà,
No, basta che non sparano.
È una macchina nuova quella, lì che sei?
One other video surfaced showing AC Milan's Tom Way Bakayoko being detained and searched by police officers who had firearms drawn.
No, le vedo. Le vedo. C'è una visuale precisa proprio.
However, Bakayoko was released after the officers recognized him as a famous footballer. The Milan police initially claimed that the check on Bakayoko was conducted with high security measures and justified by the context of the operation. However, they later apologized and released Bakayoko after realizing his identity. The police statement mentioned that the check was carried out in a manner consistent with the perceived danger, but the officer's shock upon recognizing Bakayoko suggests a potential misunderstanding or error in judgment.